Hello, my YouTube family. It's me, Lindsay Star. Just letting you guys know that I don't know what's going on with me today. Besides that, it's snowing out. Last night it was raining like crazy, and now it's snowing. Oh, joy! Yay! Anyway, so, as of right now, I don't know how I can specify talking about this, but, well, there's two things I should tell you about. One, I'm losing weight, because when I went to weigh myself this morning, it says now I'm down to, well, even though technically it says 395, I'm actually at 392. So, 2 weeks in, and I'm down to 14 pounds. Second problem is, well, as a female, it's that time of the month. And I don't know how I'm going to battle this, but hopefully I can. Especially because I guess what I had yesterday maybe explain it. Not sure. Because having 2 ounces of Nufalata cheese on an English muffin and coffee and kombucha, and then for lunch to having a frozen food meal and pizza bread, and then dinner having Wawa shorty hoagie with of course turkey, though I had cheddar cheese. My mother had American. Yeah, Mom has American. I had cheddar cheese. I'm trying to think. And of course, she has mayo. I had the sun-dried tomato and pesto, because it's better than having mayonnaise. And it's better not to have tomatoes when they're not seasoned. It's like an alternative for me. It has pesto as well. But it turns out, despite I was worried that I was going to go overboard, even though I had also Dorito chips and half bottle of ginger ale that is not Canada Dry. It was Seagram's. I know, it's weird. Turns out that I spent all my points. And the reason why is, well, somehow the shorty rolls that I thought it was said on there was 8, but since it's been changed, since the calorie count changed, that it went down, it also went down a point. So apparently, instead of not having 8, it turns out it was 7. And since they're all since the servings were shorty, which I think it's 2 slices, because juniors are 1, I think, and classics is 3. So apparently, so it was 7 for the shorty roll, 2 points I believe for the cheese, 1 point for the oven roasted turkey, and it turns out to be at that on the points it's 10 through the Weight Watchers app, since I had to make sure everything was kind of matching up, because the whole entire confusion about this is when it says per serving, it doesn't specify, is it for a junior, a shorty, or a classic, because those are the 3 sizes. and it doesn't stay there. So Yeah. So Weight Watchers still need to update their apps. I mean, update a lot of certain things, because there are those that need to, and probably they need to remove the ones that are made by those and kind of making me confused, okay? Because especially to scan it on into an app to make sure what the calorie count is. Though I think I should just put this all together and, you know, and save it. Of course, I had to find out the sun-dried pesto tomato on the shorty turns out to be, well, now up to 14. So if I want to have that again, I know I will have to have 14 points be spent. Same thing with my mother, but she had mayo. So no matter what spread it chose out to be, it's gonna be 14. And not what I thought it would be 15, because of it. But it's the best thing to do is to check with the calorie count, no matter what you're on. See, if you're not, because here's the advice: if you are watching me, especially if you're doing Weight Watchers app, if you want to count points, but before you can, double check the calorie count, and if out with something. So, for example, make sure you double check upon the calorie count. Let's say, for example, I wasn't sure about this. You check with, like, for example, I had to check when the day I got a little crazy and tired. And then I decided to go check the calorie count for the Grand Mac and Weight Watchers points. And turns out, with cheese, it's 29 points. Because the calories is at 840. And I should have thought without cheese, it could have been less. I mean, just saying. But I was not focusing that day. That evening. Because I was just too tired, and I just got up after I had time to take a nap and started to watch, you know, YouTube stuff. But sometimes, yes, always check. And also, you can also add, because there's a calculator. Because I was kind of freaked out, so somebody told, oh, go use the calculator. So I looked into it, and I slide over. Don't do the, like, quickie, just do the, points, do the calculations. And I did. And even though I'm worried about my mother, because she said, oh, eat and then you figure out later. I'm like, no, I need to figure out now before I can eat. So I don't freak out. So I'm worried about later. That's what she said to me yesterday, and I'm like, no, let me do that. Because of that, I had to make sure, because a whole bottle of Seagram's ginger ale, it was 13 points, so I tried to have half of it, so it turned out to be 7. Of course, I ate 12 Cool Ranch Doritos, and then eating this. And of course, after figuring out how many points for the shorty hoagie from Wawa, now I'm safe to say that, you know, actually, I end up eating the rest of my points. Now nothing to be rolled over. So even though that stinks, kind of. But anyway, today I think I'm still gonna have my usual that I had yesterday, and then lunch. I'm probably going to eat my Caesar salad that I grabbed. It's from Wawa. And then after that, I got a lot of other things to do. I know it's ridiculous. And I don't know how long this is going to last. It was raining last night, as I can tell you, but now it's snowing. Goody. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you guys like to see more of my videos, please hit that like button down below. If you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure the notifications are definitely turned on. And if you guys help me to reach to 100, that will be cool. Okay? Because that's another milestone. Okay? Thank you for watching. And I will see you guys next time. Until then. Bye.